Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. It's Hannah. In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys all about things that you should know if you decide to color your locks. I've had locks over 5 years and I've colored them multiple times. So I want to tell you guys the truth about coloring your locks. So if you're interested in knowing all about coloring your locks and what may happen or what you may experience, definitely watch this video. So I got my list here, so we're going to talk about things I feel like you should definitely know before you decide to color your locks. The first thing we're going to talk about, in my opinion, before you color your locks, you need to analyze and determine the health of your locks at that point. That is something I definitely missed and didn't think about, because when I started my locks, I had hair that had already been processed multiple times because I used to love playing with colors in like my early 20s. So I never thought about, dang, what state is my hair in before I'm even locking, and now thinking about coloring later into my journey. That is something that is super important because it will determine what is best for your hair. So if you had hair that's super processed, maybe bleaching might not be the route you want to take immediately. Or maybe if you do want to bleach, choosing something that works a little better isn't as harsh and really working with the loctician. But analyzing the health of your locks beforehand is important because it determines what's best. And even just the strength of your locks. For example, I have thinner locks, which is why this time, and thin as in I have thin hair. I just have thin hair, and that's okay. But because I have thin hair, I opted to stay away from the bleach this time when I got my hair colored, because I knew that bleach is already a process that is stripping the hair in a sense, or weakening it because of the chemicals that are used. And I knew with having thinner locks and already working with less volume, or width I should say, it wouldn't be very conducive for me to bleach again. And it's something, if I did do, obviously going through a loctician now, but I didn't think about the health of my hair, the thickness of my hair, the type of hair I had. I just said I wanted color, and that's definitely something I should have considered when I decided I wanted to color my hair. The second thing you want to figure out is, what color are you trying to achieve, and will that require bleach or not? And that is really important, because I remember initially, before I decided to go with this brown, I said, well, I'm going to do this brown with streaks of gold and possibly maybe like brown, like lighter browns, X, Y, and Z. And my loctician was like, okay, that's going to be a double or triple process. And I was like, a double or triple process on my hair? I was like, I'm worried about the health of my hair if we do a double or triple process. And she was like, yeah, it's not going to be, you know, you are using chemicals. So she said the health and the care of your hair is going to have to be top notch, but we're going to have to double it, because she was saying, I guess you have to go brown, then you have to bleach those specific pieces that I wanted highlights. And then on top of that, if I wanted like brown highlights or like reddish gold or whatever color I was trying to achieve for the highlights, she'd have to put a color on top of what's bleached. And to me, I did not want to do that to my hair. When I heard double triple process, I was like, that don't sound good to me. I don't want to try any of that. So that's something you have to consider, is that if you're trying to go blonde and you have darker hair, that bleach may have to be involved. And that actually gets into my next thing, is you need to determine whether this is going to require developer or bleach, because those are two separate things. By definition, bleach is a lightener that removes your hair's natural pigment, while developer is hydrogen peroxide. It's an activator that opens the hair cuticle, allowing the bleach to penetrate and lift color. So when you use them together, they're a powerful duo for dramatic lightening, but they can be used separate. And developer comes with way less harm than using bleach, because bleach is added on top of it. Now, when my loctician did this brown, she did developer and used, I think, 3 different colors. 2 were the same and one was like a reddish one. I remember she showed me 3 colors. She mixed them together with the developer, but we did not use bleach, which is why my hair doesn't feel brassy at all. It feels very, very healthy, which is so nice. But determining which one is really necessary for you to achieve that color, because that's just a risk you'll have to assume. The next thing I would say, if you're interested in coloring your hair, buy products that are good for colored locks prior. So one thing I'll say is, when I first started seeing my loctician years ago, the first time she thought, oh, I'm gonna use Olaplex because I noticed your blonde ends some of them aren't as healthy as some of your other ones. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. She was like, yeah, but Olaplex is just great for that. And if you ever color your hair again, you want to use Olaplex because it's so great and blah, blah, blah. Or if not Olaplex, use a very moisturizing shampoo, blah, 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 blah. These are all things that I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even fully know all the knowledge around caring for like what products. So I would suggest going to a loctician, getting that color done, and asking them for products, or what products they recommend. But mine recommended Olaplex, and now I have Olaplex, and that's what I'll be using. But you're going to want to figure out, what do I need first? You don't want to get your hair colored and then just start reacting to your locks. That's definitely not the position you want to be in. So I would say, when you go in for that appointment to color your hair for that, what's it called? What's that thing they do? Color consultations. Ask what products you already need to have on hand to properly care for your hair when it's colored. Next, as someone who is I've been a kitchen stylist my whole life, okay? I'm Nigerian. We always do each other's braids, colors, everything. I even did hair in college a little bit. And nothing's wrong with being a kitchen stylist. However, when we start talking about color, we're talking about mixing chemicals. One thing I will say is it is best to use a loctician, especially if you're trying to do something brighter. If it's a lower color, like a wash or something like that, and you want to use a box color, I say go for it. The reason I would still suggest using a loctician, because the first time I box dyed my hair with Locs, I was shocked by how much I needed. How much like boxes I needed, because you have to really soak up the hair. The reason I still say use a loctician is because they're able to see every angle of your hair, make sure everything is colored. They're already buying that for you. If you say the color, they know what to do to achieve that. So working with a loctician is advantageous as far as just the making sure all the hair is uniform, 1, 2, making sure it's done in a healthy manner, and 3, making sure you're not mixing any chemicals that could really affect your hair negatively. Locticians, you got to remember, if they're licensed. But even I'd say go to someone who's licensed if you're playing with color. But they are trained in this. They know what they're doing. The reason I felt really good going with my loctician is because she's always had colored hair. And her hair has been growing and growing and growing. She's never had to chop it. It hasn't broken off. Her color looks so good. And she does bright colors. She's done red. She's done blonde. Her hair looks amazing. So seeing her locks and seeing the other people she's caring for and how hers were thriving, I said, let me stop playing around in my kitchen and go see a professional. Let me let my girl go and get me right. So I would say, if you're nervous, if you've never colored it, or honestly, if you got the money to, go to a loctician. Highly, highly recommend. The next thing I want to say is like a myth, in my opinion, which kind of goes to what I was saying about my loctician. People say, oh my gosh, if you bleach your locks, they're inevitably going to fall out. They're not going to thrive. They're going to feel so different from your hair, all that BS. There are a lot of people with long colored locks, but you know what I'll tell you about them? They care for their locks very well if they're still thriving. They care for it. They're using moisturizing products. They're not going to sleep rubbing their head on anything. They're making sure that they're moisturizing their hair regularly, giving it top-notch products, because color requires higher maintenance. That is just it, point blank, period, and that's okay. That is literally okay. However, if you want to color your locks, you're going to have to just understand that's going to require a little more. But bleach isn't going to ruin your locks. Coloring isn't going to ruin your locks. A lot of people say that it will, but it's not true. What ruins your locks is improper care and maintenance. Improper care and maintenance, hands down. So would I bleach my hair again? Absolutely, especially now that I've pretty much chopped off all the hair that I had when I first started my locks, because my hair grew down basically to mid-back. So what I had, because I started mine like this big, was about this much hair from when I first started locks. So once it got down there, and before I got this color, I told her, go ahead and cut it all. So now that I have fresh, healthy hair, I do plan on keeping this brown. And she said I need to refresh it about every 2 to 3 months. So I'll probably err on the 3-month side because my hair is thinner. So I'll probably get this color done every 3 months. Will I bleach again? Probably, because I love brighter colors. And it's also to say, because I'm not scared of it. It just requires more maintenance and care. So, again, the biggest tips that I'll say is, if you want to color your hair, figure out what you need to do to get that color. If you can afford it or save up to it for it, go to a loctician, and then preemptively figure out what products you truly need to really care for your hair. Even ask about the routine. You are paying to sit in that chair. If you go to a loctician, when you're sitting there, you better ask every question in the book. Should I spray this every morning? Should I use this oil? Should I use this? Should I use that? Blah, 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 blah. It is their job to help you when you're sitting in that chair. So don't be scared to ask them about what you need to care for your locks. All right, you guys, that's the end of today's video. I just want to give you guys my personal thoughts on coloring hair because I feel like there's so much swirling around on the internet, whether it's negative, positive, it's just a lot of mixed opinions. But when it comes down to it, you can color your hair. There are just things you need to be mindful of and things you need to be prepared for to make sure that you can maintain healthy colored locks. And yeah, that is it for today's video. If you colored your locks, definitely let me know your experience below. Let me know if yours was something similar to mine. But again, if you want to color it, go for it. Just make sure you have all the proper tools so that your locks can thrive and be healthy. But I hope you guys loved today's video, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.